now.
I mean,
We are go live now.
we are go live now, so I'm not going to say my next comment.
Why did they have clothes on last night? I'm confused.
You know,
Hi,
not
guys.
only
Hello.
clothes, but someone else's clothes.
Welcome to everyone who is watching. Everyone is fully
I
clothed.
still
and
have
thank you
those
for
Good
joining us
evening.
tonight.
Thank you
Hi.
for coming up to our Changeling. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm Milo. I'm the storyteller tonight, and we're gonna go ahead and start with 3LC, since nobody wants to talk after I start introductions. 3LC, who the hell are you?
We can't follow that.
I am
3LC,
aka Third Life Crisis, and I play Sim Thornforge, the fire elemental. I gave myself a last name, so it's cool.
All right, Mike. Who are you?
Hey guys, I'm Mike. I play Dane, the Eggman. It's mostly hearts, but it's in the shape of an egg.
The Eggman. Cuckoo Choo.
Az.
Hi, I'm Az. I play Derek the Good Boy, no last name.
Chaos.
And a bit of stabbing also is involved. It's fine.
And I am Avery. And I am not playing Leyland tonight. That's all I'm gonna give you.
Yep.
Ease.
We will introduce Avery's new character a little bit later. And Leyland will be seeing themselves out of the Chronicle, which we are playing a modified version of Changeling Lost. When I say modified, I mean very heavily modified, so if anything in this is incorrect, no, it's not, I made it up. This is an 18 plus stream, so if you're not 18, go away.
Then you're 12.
Bye.
And what happened? What happened
And
last
also-
time is...
I was gonna say, and also go to bed, it's late.
It's very late. You guys really should be sleeping.
Like, if you're 12, you need to go to bed.
Tell me about it.
There. Facts.
Fine then, see you later.
What?
We're gonna parent you if your parents aren't. Go the fuck to sleep.
I had a rough childhood, okay?
I didn't have a bedtime. That would have... We're live. I'm gonna shut up now. Hey,
All right.
welcome to our game.
What happened? Woo. What happened last time is after raiding the church, Leyland went to go speak to the kings of the Freehold, while Dane had the heart of the Grindylow in his lap. Savannah had called, made plans to come back and help with the securing of the heart, and then the other hearts they stole from the Church of the Blessed. Well, Derek and Sim went to go speak to the Ansel, or the Ansel, and while they were heading out that direction after some discussion about what to do with Jack and the hearts and safe routes to go concerning what all had occurred, they were confronted by Azamara, who demanded the return of Jack, to which Jack agreed to go with her heart safely, relatively safely within the Changelings. Well, currently Savannah and Ro have hidden it somewhere in the hedge, but it was in the possession of the Changelings when Jack left with Azamara. And to keep the peace, Jack took off, and as of right now, no one knows her whereabouts, but Dane met up with Savannah and Ro at the Hollow of Sim and Derek, and they had a lovely little chat about what to do with the hearts, where to go next, how to try to get Val, their queen, out of the grasp of the Grindylow, who currently has her within the Church of the Blessed's holding tank for this true faith. Well, Sim and Derek went to go talk to the Ansel. The Ansel wanted Sim to promise not to fuck with the hedge wand. She wanted a promise from him so that she could take it with her. Sim made his promise, but got one in return from the Ansel for the bone knife, the ritual knife that puts the hearts back into those they have been taken from. And her promise was that she would do nothing in any way with anyone to try and take it back from Sim. And then she gave a temporary antidote for Pippin, who is dying of a horrifying medical condition because of what was done to her, to Derrig. And then they returned to their hollow, where Sim was like, I got a knife, and pulled out the token to show to Dane, while Derrig went to go sleep and have nightmares. And that is where we left off, with Dane and Sim sitting in the Hollow's living room.
So
That's a lovely knife you got there. You know, it's a bit. It looks like shite.
true. Its actual outward appearance, if I recall correctly, is kind of
Like-
on the shabby side.
Yeah,
Looks like a rusty
as with
knife
most.
right now.
Yep. Right, rusty, old, weathered, kind of like it, couldn't cut wet paper. And as you well know with tokens, this is the glamour of the token, just to make it
Right.
disguised to human eyes. But it works much the same way. You can't actually see through a token's glamour until you use it.
Gotcha. And so there's that look to it. So it looks very unassuming, very like something hopefully somebody with, if they were keeping an eye out for, would skip over. So yeah, call that. Hey rookie, you call that knife? This is a knife. Sorry. Had to say it.
I don't believe you.
I mean, if you're trying to give someone rust poison, that'd certainly do it.
No. This is I got this as part of an arrangement. With that individual, I believe we spoke with you about earlier, the one that Derrig has had some dealings with.
I vaguely remember. You didn't make a deal with him, did you?
I didn't want to, and I know it's a dangerous situation, but I kind of had already some plans in motion that they were taking precaution against. You know that Edgewand we're looking to track down.
Aye.
Yeah.
Derrick's mentioned it a few times.
Mm-hmm. The fancy stick.
The fancy stick, yeah.
So the fancy stick was supposed to be I was seeking a route by in some way it would be tampered with in such a way as to hopefully cause this other individual to go away and not bother us anymore. Preferably go away permanently, but I think that's a bit too much to ask. That being
Question for the storyteller: is Ro in the room?
No. Ro and Savannah are actually currently within the hedge hiding the hearts. They haven't come back yet.
Okay, that's why I wasn't 100% sure, so that's why I was
they're not
keeping
there
track
right
of my. Okay, cool. So
Yep. No, they're not there.
You can track
she's
those
not like-
tongue slips.
Yeah, she's not like Beetlejuice. She can say her name. Ro's not here.
sorry, just force a habit, tongue slips. Hey, that's what Fig does. Anyway, especially when knives are concerned. Anyway,
Sure, knives. It's one way to refer to.
Anywho, so, but yes, no, with the Onsol, the she or they have roped Derrig into a situation, an agreement, and I am mainly doing this to make sure that he doesn't get out of it.
That's something I actually wanted to talk to you about. It was Derek. He's very easily led. Or is that just me?
He tends to want to listen and see, probably the kind of take things at face value at first, you know, and believes perhaps that face value is done with good intentions. But he does get it. Once you explain it to him a bit more, you have to kind of break it down a little bit more and go, hey, this might not be the best course of action, or hey, did you ever consider this? And then it does turn over in his head that, yeah, might not be a good thing.
Do you think maybe a coloring book would help?
He gets a lot of those at the restaurants we visit already. Can't keep them in stock. I kid.
I just, I don't want them to end up making a mistake and getting themselves killed. I like Derek. He's nice enough, but if he's gonna charge headfirst into a fucking church filled with maniacs, I want a bit of warning next time instead of just, I'm away, da 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 da.
We'll see if we can have him make an agreement to that effect. He's actually usually really good. If you set something out and you go, hey, here's our routine, here's something that will go over and over, working things over and over and over with him actually does help. Establishing a schedule, getting a routine down, doing those sorts of things actually really does help with him quite a bit.
I mean, I've only known you guys for enough a day, so I sort of need to learn this stuff before I start doing routines and river dancing down the road.
I hear you. And you know what? Things just kind of got slapped together real fast, and we kind of ran by the seat of our ass, and obviously you can see where that got us.
Yeah, nearly got burned by Azara. That was her name, right? Yes. I think it was. I can't really remember.
Azamara.
Yes, but he's purposely forgetting.
I know. I'm just reminder for the.
Oh, Azamara was
everyone else.
Yeah.
Speaking of, how are you feeling? I remember she did some mad juju on you. You look like you shit yourself.
Mm-hmm. I did. Oh, was that obvious, huh? Shit.
I mean, you went from colourful to pale as a fucking sheet.
Yeah. Sim will hold up his hand and just do a little little temporary flame on the tip of his finger, and then part of that deal that I was mentioning involving this knife.
Mm-hmm.
So initially I wasn't sure exactly how the entity was going to approach me not having anything to offer up. They fixed that. On the one hand, I'm glad that they did. On the other hand, I absolutely hate it with every fiber of my being.
Aye, it does sound like true fae fuckery.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, don't know what was going to happen. I don't know if I was ever going to be able to have anything ever again. That could have been it. Just a few hours ago. So, but that being said, I got this knife. It is something that I've wanted. I know it's a powerful token. I'm aware of, for the most part, what it's able to do. I don't know the particulars of the details, so I need to talk to individuals that might know more.
Any idea who?
Well, I was considering starting with Reed and working out from there. She's generally been a really good source of information.
Mm.
But the fact remains, unfortunately, that I have to rescind what I'm doing directly with regards to tampering with the wand.
Well, do you know why she wants the wand?
She wants to leave this plane of existence, go back through the hedge, go back through Arcadia, and wage some sort of plot. Revenge, possibly.
And
She didn't spare
why?
many details.
Then why would you fuck with the wand? Let the bitch fuck off for a bit then. Let her be someone else's problem.
That's the thing. My gut was telling me that even if we were to survive, I don't think that was going to be the end of it. And I think I have a strong hunch, very strong hunch, that they just don't really like it here and they're having a problem being here. If they get back to where, if they get back into Arcadia, then they could do whatever the fuck they want.
Alright, but it'll only affect the people in Arcadia, right? At the end of the day, we have to look after ourselves on our own.
True.
Whilst we're all not a motley, we're all sat around the fucking table right now.
Yeah. You're not wrong. But I saw an opportunity and I wanted to strike out. Was it selfish? Sure. Part of it was selfish.
I mean, the line between bravery and stupidity is very thin. Especially when it comes to their kind.
Mm-hmm.
Could have blown up. Could have got all of us. Could have got you all killed.
Mm-hmm.
Could have worked. At that point, it's a toss of a coin, which in our line of work is
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah. The end result, though, is that as it stands right now, it's kind of a, to distill it down in the simplest of terms, with the way these particular agreements have worked out. Don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you.
Tends to be a good philosophy in life, really.
Aye.
So is he okay then?
Derek?
He sort of just went.
He's.
I don't know where that goes. So
You can hear the sounds of distress, Dane, an animal whimpering, little, like, just the sounds of someone not sleeping well. Not necessarily crying, but like definitely you can hear it through the hollow, like the distress of Derek's sleeping.
because it doesn't sound like he's having a good time.
Sim looks very concerned, a little crestfallen. In terms.
Do you want to go check on him? I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm still waiting on Savannah and Roe.
Sure. I'll go check on him here in a minute. It was just. This is. Yeah. Sometimes the nights are really tough.
That's true.
But,
my dreams aren't too vivid, thankfully.
To answer your question, though, I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared about not just of the Ansel themselves, but what they could potentially do with the wand. It's powerful. Opens these portals or some sort of transport between here through the hedge to other. It struck me as something that, I don't know.
Something someone of her kind shouldn't have.
Exactly.
But most of her kind have that power regardless. It doesn't really matter.
I know. I guess I just wanted to inflict a little bit back.
I'll just punch her in the cunt. See what happens.
Judging from where I was standing, would kind of hit more about their knee. So.
Jesus, another big one.
I. Yeah, you don't.
Actually, you'd be about her waist.
Oh, I thought. Sorry, I thought there were. Okay.
Well, you know.
She's only 8.5 feet tall.
Oh, I thought I had the impression taller. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, Sim, if she's that tall, you're the perfect height. Stick a head in her. Wait, no, that came out wrong. You better go check on Derek before I do something. I say something stupid.
But yeah, I'm gonna go check on Derek. But yeah, I need to head back to the market at some point or straighten those things out. And I don't know. I'm trying to think of another way potentially that I could still do what I wanted to do, but I can't take direct action anymore. Otherwise, I got more problems. I'll see you in a minute.
Problems on problems. I'll be sat here.
Sim will get up and go check within the hollow and go quietly to Derek's room. See how they're positioned on the rug. Check to make sure that there's extra blankets and other things around. Take their favorite stuffed toy.
How are they positioned on the rug?
Oh, Derek is like splayed on the rug. It looks like he's attempting to like run away. You know, that muscle twitching that's happening. Like full on trying to fight something. And I think that's the point he starts screaming.
Mm-hmm. Derek's screaming sounds like a combination of animals howling and a human screaming underneath it.
Jesus Christ.
And that's when Savannah and Ro walk back in.
Yeah, Sim's
Go ahead,
typically
Sim.
like just taken up a position close to the edge of the rug or near it, and just it's kind of been there with just their hand, if they grasp it, and just kind of just be there.
You feel warmth, but you're having nightmares. It doesn't wake you up,
Yeah.
but you feel it.
It's better than the burning that's going on right now.
Mm-hmm. Savannah and Ro come in through the back door. They no longer have the bag or the bags with the hearts or the garbage bag with the Grindilo heart.
Garbage Bag Grindilo is my punk band name.
Garbage bag heart.
Are we the Garbage Pail Kids?
Pretty good. Got it to a safe place. So, all of them to a safe place. So, pretty easy. Ro knows what she's doing.
I never doubted it.
How's it going here? I hear the screaming.
Derek's asleep, I hope. Otherwise, they take really weird showers.
No, he's sleeping. He's loud. He's loud sleeper.
Is that a normal occurrence though?
Not this bad. Last couple nights we've been here, it hasn't been that bad, but Ro laid down in that same room with Derek, and Rose, looks up. Restless sleeper. Pretty sure he accidentally kicked me one time, but that's okay because I bite, so it's.
How we show we care.
They're just back from visiting that friend. I don't know what to make of it. It sounds like trouble on top of trouble, but they know what they're doing, I think. I hope.
Yeah. Well, every once in a while, True Fae come into this world and offer assistance as a way to, I don't know, get back, repent. It depends on why they ended up here in the first place, but she's apparently helped in the past from what I've heard. I wouldn't go myself.
Neither would I. That's something I'd want to get into. So, we have another person to visit, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Golden Grove tomorrow. They'll be expecting us.
It's getting late.
Yeah.
I should probably head home.
Yeah. Do you need anything before you go?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll catch you tomorrow, bright
See
and
you in the
early.
morning, bright and early.
Yep.
Dane's gonna get up and leave the hollow and make his way back to his own.
Savannah and Ro are gonna go to their rooms. Savannah checks in with Sim though. Like, hey, we're back. We're gonna go lay down.
Okay. Yeah, he's just there and just making sure as many different items and things are around Derek. Just keep him as comfortable as possible. Basically.
He's got his rug.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his rug.
Mhm.
Savannah goes and lays down, and I'm assuming Sim eventually finds his way back to his room.
Probably. If they don't just
All right.
collapse right there at the edge of the rug, probably.
At some point, you all fall asleep if you weren't already, and you all have your dreams. Derek, yours are particularly bad tonight. Painful limbs being twisted, chunks of your flesh being bitten off, the feeling of teeth and knives, pointless aggression and fear. And it never ends, doesn't seem to end, no matter how many times. And you wake up and you remember these things. And it doesn't go away like normal. It lingers. And you can feel claws tearing at you as you wake, as you get up, as you start to move around for the day. Dane, your dream is flashes of color, of sounds and smells, chasing something through the woods, something that is terrified and trying so desperately to get away. And that fear tastes so good. But you know that person you're chasing is someone just as desperate as you once were, yet you can't stop yourself. You don't stop yourself when you catch them. You can taste blood. You can hear screams. It's all just around. You're not seeing it more than experiencing all of this. You wake up and those images, they fade quickly. They shake off. And by the time you've pulled yourself out of bed, you don't really remember them anymore. Just a vague feeling of fear. Not your fear, though. And Sim, your dream is filled with the screams of other people, of flesh and metal beneath your fingers. Of building something like you always do, only you know that whatever you're building is utterly abhorrent. And you feel disgust at this creation, but also pride before you also wake up. And unlike with Derek's dreams, yours also shed away relatively quickly. And you don't remember what it was by the time you check on Derek.
Yeah, Derek's just sitting on his rug. His hands are like buried in the fur, just sitting up.
Sim would have gotten up a little extra early and went to go make a large breakfast.
You can smell the cooking. Savannah and Ro have already gotten up. They're sat down at the table. Savannah shoots Dane a text in the morning and just basically, whenever you're ready, we're having breakfast. Meet you whenever.
Just get the text back. Halfway there already. He's a very early riser.
Cool. All right. What do you guys? Derek leave his room, wander out, say hi.
Yeah, Derek's just gonna sit there for a second and, check to make sure that the burn marks on his chest aren't actually there. That
Nope.
part of his neck isn't missing.
It still feels like it though. No matter how many times you touch, check, you can still feel it there, this phantom pain.
So he'll get up and walk in the kitchen.
Everything is there to make the closest approximation to breakfast lasagna.
Breakfast lasagna!
That's can
You have to have the
possibly be.
ranch on top too. That's important.
There's a caddy of condiments right in the center of the table. Have at it.
Beautiful. Marmalade, ranch, spread it across the top.
The Elgers are gross.
Couple raw eggs to just mix it all together.
Maple syrup barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Maple syrup and barbecue sauce.
This is hurting. I can tell that this is hurting Avery's feelings.
Please remember that I love you. I'm so sorry.
And a huge squirt of
Feels bad.
sriracha.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad.
It feels bad.
Yeah.
And some spicy
Just
chipotle
giant
on
with you
top.
there.
spoon and starts cutting out sections and eating it. Derek doesn't really say anything until he's like halfway through. What's the plan for today? He kind of just reaches up and keeps rubbing at his neck and his chest.
Well, I think we're going to have a visitor here relatively soonish.
Yeah, Dane's coming. We're gonna pop over to the Golden Grove. Celia's there, one of the church people. We were gonna go have a chat with her.
Okay. I have.
Okay, I gotta go see Pippin.
We need to dispense their medication. Is that correct?
The potion.
We need to take care of the potion. We need to get them the potion, and I need to speak with Reed regarding
Yes.
item that I've acquired, and I also need to make some other arrangements with some individuals at the market as soon as I possibly can. And then, should there anything
Friday.
Yeah.
Bro. Friday. Market day's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ro,
Yeah.
is there any way that
Yes.
I can possibly reach out to Leah prior to Friday?
Oh yeah, Leah is actually a member of the Golden Grove.
Oh.
Yeah.
Perhaps we could join you there later. If that's okay.
Yeah, if you want to, I don't see why not. We can let Leah know that we give her heads up that you want to talk to her and that you'll be by.
Fantastic.
We're gonna go. Who's Leah?
Oh, they were the one that saw us into the market. Explain the rules.
Yeah, the one who gave us the map and the rules. That's right.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's
Oh, speaking of which, we have a map. Oh gosh, what happened to that box of stuff that Leyland got? They have that whole
I think
thing.
it's in the car.
Did they leave it in the car? Oh shit!
It was in the car.
In all the excitement, I totally completely misplaced it. We should go back and make sure that that's secured. They'd probably be wanting their stuff. So.
Yeah.
Has anyone heard from them since last night?
Not that I know of.
You guys left, and Leland was not back by the time you guys. Okay, you do have Leland's number.
Okay, I was just about to ask if we do have contact. I'll shoot a text. Sim will shoot a text and just go in. Hey, checking up on you? Question mark.
No text response, but a call comes through.
Okay.
Hey, fucking, it's early. Yeah, it's fucking early, yeah.
Hey, but just sorry, things got a little crazy last night and kind of lost track of you.
Yeah, nah, don't worry about it. I'm at the airport.
Oh.
I was talking with the kings, and a lot of them saw my face in their sim. A lot of people saw my face in there.
Oh shit. I was.
It's okay. I mean, I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
Yeah.
I love you fucking guys. You guys are fucking mad lads. Every single fucking one of you. I do it a million fucking times. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But I was talking to the kings, and we decided that I need to lay low for a little while. So I'll be back at some point. But I'm gonna go see my mom for a little while. I miss her. I miss her a lot. So I'm catching a flight back to New York.
Okay. Have yourself a good flight. Derek hates those things, so.
Yeah, no, I'm not a huge fan either. I mean, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know.
Yeah.
Just.
I didn't. I was just joking, by the way, in the car about that stupid comment about your ma. Everybody's.
Oh no, it's fine.
Yeah, just wanted you to know. It's just I was just trying to be funny and.
So, listen, I get that you're a big softie, but my mom was literally a corner girl. I've heard every fucking your mama joke in the fucking dictionary, but I fucking, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
But hey, if you could do me a favor, I don't have the heart to tell Derek that I'm catching a flight out. So if you could bring him down soft for me, I really appreciate that.
I got you.
Consider that box of shit a going away gift from me to you.
All right.
Just yeah, you know, you keep your head on a swivel, okay? You're the fucking wise guy around here, okay? You're the one who makes the calls. It's a lot of fucking pressure, but you got this, you know.
No pressure.
You're the fucking hot boy, Got it. Don't worry about it.
All right. See you around.
All right.
And I will.
Take it easy. And I'll be back when I can be back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be around. And if you need anything in New York,
Mm-hmm.
hit me up. I'll fucking send a slice for you. It's gonna be fucking cold by the time it gets here, but it's better than whatever the fuck you guys call fucking pizza over here. You know what I mean?
It's ridiculous.
It's fucking ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. It's fucking ridiculous. They get a good fucking slice in the whole goddamn state. It's fucking wild. I went to this fucking place. They tried to put avocados in my fucking pizza. Are you fucking kidding me?
Shit.
Keep that shit for your fucking tacos. Leave my goddamn slice alone, you
That's
fucking
right.
bastards.
That's right. It's blasphemy.
Jesus Christ.
It's blasphemy.
All right, well, they're calling my boarding pass at the gate, so I gotta bounce.
Safe travels, Leyland.
Yeah, no worries. Take it easy, man. I'll be back when I can, and just make sure Derek knows it's not his fault. Okay, I don't want him to think I'm bailing because he, killed a bunch of people or anything. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like that. It's just, I gotta keep you guys safe because they're gonna be fucking looking for me. Like, 10 out of 10, dead ass. They're gonna be looking for me.
Mm.
So I gotta bounce if I gotta keep the fam safe. You know what I mean? Just make sure that he knows it's not his fault. Okay.
I will.
All right, I gotta go. Love you. Kiss, kiss.
Okay.
Hangs up the phone.
Yeah. Simmel.
Was that Leyland? Is Leyland coming over with Dane and all that?
That was Leyland, yeah, and they gotta go see their mom. They gotta go take care of their mom for a little bit.
Oh.
Something came up. So they wanted to give us all our best. They'll miss us. They'll try and contact us back when they can, but yeah, they had something come up that had to take them back to New York.
Yeah, their mom.
Exactly. So, it's nothing too serious from what I understand, or at least I'm hoping, so...
Okay.
But they wanted you to know that, what did they say? Mad lads. A bunch of mad lads. I like that.
I think Dane said that too. I'm not
Did they?
sure what it means, but I'm not mad. Like, I mean, if I had a mom, I think I'd want to go see her too.
Yeah.
It hurts your head to think about, Derek.
Well, whatever family you got, Derek, it's important. So I get that it's
I mean,
important for them.
I got you, Sim, right?
Yeah, exactly. And we got Savannah, Ro, and we'll see what happens here with Dane. Dane, I guess.
You do get a knock at your door.
Speak of the devil.
Derek
Speak
will
of the
get
devil.
up, open the door.
The wardrobe. It's a wardrobe in your attic.
Hey.
Feeling better?
Do you want some pancake lasagna?
I have no idea what that is, but it sounds good.
It's pretty good, yeah. We ran out of ranch and barbecue sauce for it though, so you're gonna have to stick with syrup.
I think I'll manage.
Okay. And
There's the spicy chipotle too.
oh yeah, you
And when
absolutely
you
have
go
to crunch
in,
up
you
the
see
chip to sprinkle it on top before the crunch.
You see this
The eggshells aren't enough.
monstrosity of a food that Derek was referring to, and you see that Ro has made one too, only hers is sensible with like Nutella or hazelnut spread and jam and syrup rather than,
Derek's has that too. Come on.
You know,
Okay.
I've probably at worse, and he's gonna try it. Yeah, he probably has.
No, it's
at
good.
worst.
And
I
Derek will
need
hand
you
him the
to make
serving
me a
spoon he eats
stamina
with.
and resolve to keep it down.
I just like to.
I'm sorry.
It's got Nubella that was delivered by Bloober Eats.
Bloober.
Hazelnut
More
spread. Generic hazelnut spread.
It's either that or
Yeah.
it's what is the other one? Hello Flesh. I'm just kidding.
Hello Flesh. Yeah.
That's the Zemitzi
That's a different service, though.
Mhm.
5 successes.
That literally comes to your door.
It is not
Exclusive-
pleasant. It's got a texture and a taste to it that is not something you ever
Yes,
thought you
great.
would put in your mouth.
How is it compared to military rations?
Military rations have some semblance of a taste to a familiar food. This does not. This tastes like an explosion happened in a bad way. Because it's not only just savory,
The opposite
and it's
of
sweet,
Hello Flesh.
and it's chunky, and it's crunchy, and it's got that sliminess from the egg, and it's kind of like
Just
a
some
slug
miso
syrup
paste
down
on
your
top.
mouth.
Yeah.
And you manage to swallow it, but there's a brief moment where you're like, oh god, it's not gonna go down. It's gonna come back up. And you manage to get it down.
You know what? No.
I'd just like to point out that this monstrosity, Sim provides Derek with like
I could
a
add
baking
peanuts.
pan to put all
That's
this
a
stuff
thing.
in. That's the plate.
Maybe
is a
that would
baking
help.
pan.
I think it's crunchy enough, Derek, without the peanuts. I'll
Okay.
just try some of the. How about Rose have it?
Yeah, Rum made an
Okay.
actual pancake lasagna, not whatever the hell that was.
Rose fancy.
So-
She made a crepe. I'm just kidding.
She did.
A savory crepe.
So, what's the story then?
Aye.
With what story?
With?
In general, how's everyone doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty good. Derek, I think, is doing as best as he can.
It's green.
It's
I slept pretty good. Yeah, normal night for Ro and I.
Has anyone heard from Reed or?
Going to be reaching out to them this morning. I'll be reaching out to her. I did hear from, made contact with Leyland though.
They're back.
At least they were. Something came
No,
up.
they have a mom.
Yeah, something came up with their mom, so they unfortunately had to skip out and see what.
So
they
we
could
have
do to
their
take care of them.
box.
Correct.
Did they drop off the heart?
No, I don't believe they did. We actually didn't get a chance to talk about the heart. They were boarding a plane. Which one did they
Oh,
have?
down.
They had the mechanical one.
The metal one.
The metal
Yep,
one.
the
Remember?
mechanical one.
Gotcha. Sorry, I lost track of that one, so that was my bad. So, as far as I know, I don't know where the mechanical heart is. They may still have it, they may not. I don't know. We can still get in contact with them.
I bet you 20 fucking bucks one of them kings took it.
That's I think you got a good bet. But yeah, we need to
I
get this.
fucking knew that would happen.
We need to retrieve the box of items that they got from the market. Supposedly something that can help us with respect to the navigate into the castle, or something associated with the castle, where the fancy stick presumably lies.
The Black Castle has the fancy stick.
Aye, that's not ominous at all sounding. Let's fucking walk to Mordor, shall we?
I will say OC. Leyland left the mechanical heart with Reed with the express interest that it goes to Dane because that was the oath that was made.
Reed does have that heart. I figured Leyland would have given it to her, so same page.
Cool. So I need to speak to Reed. Sim needs to speak to Reed about a couple things. Dane also understood that Leah, as Ro was mentioning, she's the one who manages entrance into the Goblin Market, and I understand that she's over in the Golden Grove. So I actually would be interested in joining you when you head over, because I'd like to talk to them about some activities related to the market that we were discussing last night.
Gotta look at Savannah and Ro.
Oh, Leah lives in the Golden Grove.
You don't need to ask my permission. You can come along. It doesn't bother me.
Just wanted to double check. But
It's a free world.
The only thing I have to do today is help Ro. No, that was, yeah,
Do you want to eat more of your lasagna
medicine.
pancake?
No, I'm good. I think I'm done.
It's mostly gone.
We're gonna go see Reed.
I also
Derek's like still feeling at his neck and chest and touching the beanie.
It squishes. It's still pretty wet.
Okay. Yep, that dream wet beanie. Perfect. It makes him feel a little better.
I also need to speak with Nova regarding a map. A couple different maps, actually. One that I think you might have interest in, Dane. It's a mapping out that they've done based on intelligence that Nova and fellow knights and maidens have collected information regarding the church. And then also
the Infiltrators.
Infiltrators.
There's a group of Darkling.
My bad. Sorry, the Infiltrators. Got some intelligence about the church with respect to this map. I just hadn't had a chance to meet up with her yet, but I think you'd also find it interesting as well.
But how good's that map's information now? That's the thing, after what we did.
True enough. But I also have the Every Which Way map that I picked up at the market, and I'm interested in seeing about corresponding both of them.
Well, any information at this point is better than nothing.
Who's
Nova?
Nova is...
Sim's not girlfriend. We go to dinner with her sometimes.
Correct.
Oh.
She's nice.
Yeah. Nova's very nice.
She could use better rugs.
I'm sorry, what?
She could. The rugs in her house aren't. They're okay, but they could be better. And there's only 2 of them in her house.
Just a quick question for the storyteller. What's the actual term that Nova is to me? It's not a touchstone. It's what is it?
No, she is you have a dreaming contract with her. She is a protector of your dreams.
That's right.
And you're a protector of hers.
Yes.
So it's a dreaming contract.
Correct.
Oh, you're married. Might as well be.
You're pledged.
Pledged.
You could say you're pledged.
I am pledged to.
Which does, yeah.
It's
pledged.
Come on, I've heard all the fire and ice jokes. Let's go.
Why would I make a fire and ice joke? I don't know who the woman is.
Oh, you hadn't met her yet. Okay, well, she's pretty chill.
I see what you did there.
Well
she is. She's very nice.
Derek's absolutely correct. She's really nice, very very much on top of things, and she is got some good information for us. Stop smiling and stop laughing. It's how we keep.
No,
it's how we keep.
Someone here is very interested in that relationship, aren't you, Derek?
She's a knight.
A knight.
She's a maiden. So
She might as well be
what
a
you would
knight,
know
though.
is each court has their own they have a name for each of their like protectors. So the winter courts are maidens, the summer courts are knights, the autumn courts are wraiths, and the spring courts are
Belly dancers.
I don't what?
Belly dancers.
Belly dancers.
I was gonna say flowers.
Of course they're flowers.
But
All
the
delicate
flowers.
maidens.
They'll kick your ass. But basically each of them it's
Ass-kicking
essentially ass kicking flowers. So that is essentially what it like you would know those terms from just general court stuff is they each have just a different name for the protectors of the court itself. So maidens are the winter court ones, knights are the summer court ones.
Wow.
But that's what we got on and we need to also hold obviously a bigger discussion here real soon about anything that's going to potentially crop up with the church in and of itself.
Well, then we've got a busy schedule.
Aye.
I say we go see Reed first, get that out of the way.
Okay.
Is the car with the box of stuff that used to be Leyland's, is it
Your car.
is it in my car? Okay, gosh, okay.
It's in
Yeah,
your
I thought
car.
they had their,
It's in the back seat.
I thought they had their own car
With-
though. Didn't they have their own vehicle?
No,
No?
we
They
all
were
okay.
out of the
went in
hedge
car.
for 72 hours. They had nothing
Come
except the clothes on their back
on.
and the will to live. Like,
Should have met with Derek, got themselves a car, you know? Just saying. You got connections.
oh my gosh.
I'm just teasing. Okay, I thought for some reason they had their own vehicle. All right.
Nope.
I'm gonna go recover the box out of the old Camry,
Okay.
just so it's secure inside the house,
You-
inside the building,
Mhm.
and then we can go. Meet with
You
Reed.
grab it out
Mhm.
with Reed. All right. Are you all piling into Sim's car?
No. I'm bringing my own this time.
All right. Savannah and Ro
Yes.
You wound me.
will hop in Dane's car.
I feel betrayed.
You're lucky we have a pledge.
It's a shitty Ford Focus. Don't worry about it. It's
Oh
not.
gosh! Focus, no.
That hurts my feelings. How dare you?
So it doesn't take you guys long to get to the South Ward.
Okay.
And of course, I'm assuming you go ahead and just go in to talk to Reed.
Yeah. We don't knock. Derek
Yep,
doesn't
you
say
walk
why.
in, she's
Hi, Reed.
hanging out
Hi,
there.
Reed.
One
Walking.
of these days we're
walks
gonna
up to the
watch.
desk,
We're
sits
gonna
down,
walk in,
walks.
catching. I'll knock, but I'll barely probably get the knock in before Derek actually just goes poof, just goes right through the door. Hi.
Walk in. It's Reed.
Hello, Derek. How are you guys this morning?
Today's very green.
Door's no longer there.
It's very green. I'm sorry to hear that. And you see on her desk is the heart that Leyland dropped off, the mechanical one that Sim thought was incredibly fascinating.
Yes.
It's still very fascinating.
I know. I'm just
Um,
keeping myself in line.
So, what
That's why we had Nova.
what can I help you with this morning?
Hi. Got a few things to follow up with you on. Derek, do you have Derek? Actually, do you have something that you need to consult with Reed about first? You turned your books in, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I got reading her books.
Okay.
What
I
does
have all my books.
we're by ourselves, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
me and Savannah and Ro are about 5 minutes behind you guys because he drives sensibly.
What kind of things does Trinity like? I'm supposed to go see her before we go into the hedge.
Trinity. Well,
I told her I'd bring her a present.
that is a question for her, I would imagine, as she is very reclusive. But as far as I know, she could always use soft things for her hollow.
A Cerebus onesie.
That might hurt her feelings. That might hurt her feelings just a little bit. I'm not 100% sure if she likes things that have multiple
I was
body
gonna bring
parts
her
or heads.
food, or maybe some fruit. Yeah, a rug.
I will also say, for clarity's sake, Leyland did stop for that token that they promised they would take from Trinity so that Trinity could meet Leyland's mom.
Yes. Yes. All right. Then that is already underway then.
And definitely didn't try and, make a move on her. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I mean, it's fair. You're probably Leland's one of the very few people that tries. No one else wants to. She alarms people. But yeah, those are probably what he might like. Food's always good. Company,
Okay.
maybe just telling her the things you do during the day, and things you see. She doesn't get out much.
Stories, Derek. You got stories you can share. Good stories.
Okay.
Stories, yes.
Yeah.
Stories are always good.
It's the story. You know everything, so I thought I'd ask you. That was it. And Derek will flop on the floor again. Just
Okay. Dane, you, Savannah, and Ro make it there. You see Sim's car parked. Looks like they made it in one piece. You don't know about the pedestrians that they may have hit along the way, but you know they made it safely.
There's scuff marks on the fenders.
there isn't a speed bump in some of those streets, and yet we hit some.
Was that the curb or a child?
100 points.
Yes. The answer is yes.
The edges of the bumper
The
are
answer is
zip-tied.
yes.
I really have to
Nobody
know who taught him
wins.
how to drive. I really do need to know who taught him how to drive.
I'm the one
I mean,
with
you
the
got
license.
me. Who knows? Are you going in?
Yeah.
All right. Savannah and Ro will
He's not
walk up with you. Yeah. Come in.
You alright, Reed? Ah. You're both alive.
Oh yeah. We're all doing fine. Was there anything you needed to talk to me about, Sim?
Yes, I have something that, it can wait a few minutes. It might take a decent chunk of time, but, or possibly not. I have acquired a token that I need some additional information on.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. And,
May I see the token?
mm-hmm. Sim has it stored in a little... He has, like, different... I don't want to say he has a coat with a bunch of pockets, but he has...
You know he does. Don't even.
Whose corpse did he steal it off of?
They weren't using it. Anyway.
Oh, shit.
This will do nicely.
All right.
Pulls it out of an inside pocket and they've already found Sim's already found a sheath for holding this token so that it's not so obvious.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll take it out of the scabbard and hand it over.
All right. Reed is going to look it over and make a roll. What do you want to know about this exactly?
Mainly, I have a pretty good. Sim has a pretty good idea of what it's intended for, but actual protocol. Like, is there anything that a certain ritual that needs to be observed, a certain process that needs to be observed to actually use it correctly? Anything that needs to be invoked? Anything that anything of those matters. Basically, wants to ensure that when they use it for placing in or removing of the hearts is
We only hit the dice box, by the way.
Reed.
Yeah.
Derek's gonna go sit outside when the knife gets talked about.
Okay.
Yep.
And so that's basically what nice nice roll.
All right.
So
yeah, Reed's really smart.
Yeah.
So Reed takes a knife, she looks at it, and after examining it, and essentially she kind of like brushes her finger along like a marking or a nick or something kind of innocuous along the back, and that's when you see it turn into that beautifully carved filigreed bone blade. And she then kind of realizes a little bit more what it is.
Okay.
And what it does, and how it's so with this particular item, 2 are crafted for every 1 with an ability, and what how you actually activate the token, I just unmasked it, but how you actually activate it is when you need to put the heart of someone back. You take the blade and use your intention, but it's a very powerful token, and the consequences of it, the use of this, are steep.
I liked it better when it was rusty.
What sort of consequences are you referring to? Does something
Every
happen
token
to...
has a catch. The stronger the token, the higher the price.
Makes sense.
This is a very powerful item, and I don't actually know what it requires to use. I'd have to test it out to see. It's going to be a high price.
So what I'm hearing is you spare.
He fucked you with a knife.
What?
She fucked you with the knife.
Probably.
Well,
We'll see.
the thing is that these knives are the only things that can reverse what they've done. There's no other way to return what was stolen. She'll point to the heart on her desk.
Oh, there it is.
Yep. See. Hold it out.
Grab it. Put it in his pocket. Unceremoniously.
Otherwise, you can destroy the hearts or allow whoever they are to keep them, but without these specific blades, you cannot make whole
So, question, Reed. Is there any particular
Yes.
heart of any given changeling that is, well, I don't know if these are exactly the right words. Is there a scale of danger or power to... I get that, obviously, the heart of, say, a true fae versus others is more inherently powerful. But I guess what I'm asking for is that if I were to try and experiment with this knife, it's best to do it on something on a small scale.
Bro, hide the spiders.
Ro tucks them under her hair real fast. These hearts are the essence, as I've explained. And the bigger the heart, the more essence is taken.
Mm-hmm.
Something like the Grindylows heart can only ever be that big because of how powerful that entity is.
Mm-hmm.
The size, and you noticed with many of the hearts you got, they were all roughly the same size, and you're guessing that means a lot of the individuals they came from were probably about the same level of strength, power, had the same level of essence, and a
Mm-hmm.
general amount was taken. And any one that you saw that maybe on your quick glance of Jack's pictures that was like a little bit bigger meant whatever that was slightly more powerful.
Got it.
So if you are trying to control somebody with a real threat, you're going to want to take enough essence to cause harm and to be able to make the threat of disobedience or whatever you're trying to use the heart for very real for them. And while you can cause pain with a minor amount of essence, the threat of crushing half a soul, not necessarily what it is, but the threat of that is higher than just a small fraction. So with all of these ones, my guess is that it would cause great detriment if you tried to experiment with them. But if you were able to have access to what the Grindylow did or the Onsell did, and you could take a smaller portion, then you'd probably be it would safer for all involved. Though I definitely wouldn't recommend it, Sim.
I see.
Send the knife back to you.
Thank you, Reed.
You're very welcome. Was there anything else you guys needed? I can call Nova. She can plan a time to meet you. If I think you said you needed to talk to Nova, right? Derek said that.
Derek's very adamant that I speak with Nova sometimes, yes.
We told Nova we'd update her.
Yes.
That's adorable.
Reed will ring Nova
Also,
for you.
Derek is gone.
Yes.
That's right. Reed was saying that Derek had said that. And I was just kind of half conferring with you that
the
that was
moment that
correct.
knife turned into the bone knife, sorry, I had fluff difficulties that I needed to take care of.
It's all good.
No problem.
Judgy bastard. I love him so much.
Reed will go ahead and ring Nova for you, and then have Nova call you when she's ready to meet up with the map that the infiltrators are putting together.
Fantastic.
Did Dane need anything?
So Reed, he's gonna take out the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Just pass it between his hands like that. What did those pricks say about this?
Well, that's a really offensive thing to say. Just by the way. But what they had said about it. Oh, this is my court and my king. But they essentially said that the sooner we can either figure out how to use the hearts to our advantage, such as controlling what portions of their army it came from or their whatever they are, servants, soldiers, people, mortals, what have you. We don't know 100% exactly what everything is. Um, that, it's more power. Sorry. We should, in fact, use it to our advantage. The Grindylow heart was the one they were more interested in. Um, but of course, it is not within Leyland's possession, and therefore they can't make the demand for it.
Did they
But
try to?
they asked Leyland to bring it to them, and Leyland expressed that they were not able to do that.
I wanted to find out the individuals who own these hearts. Interesting play. Cheers.
Anyways, and they basically just, I mean, normal warnings, be careful. I'm assuming you've already removed the heart from the freehold and the hollow, which they think is for the best, as it's not going to be, if it's going to draw attention, we would prefer it not draw it here, since we're not 100% sure what we're going to do with it or how it would be useful at the moment, as we don't know where the Grindylow is. So,
Actually, we do.
do we?
Speaking of, you had a little guest outside your place yesterday from the church.
That's troubling.
Ah,
I'll
but
make sure.
went away quick enough.
Hopefully she doesn't come back, or at least anytime soon, but I'll have them put some of the knights at the front of the freehold for now.
The Grinslow's in the church.
Wow. Aren't they clever?
Aye. Which means Val's there too.
More trouble.
Yeah.
Well, Nova should have a map for you, which will at least give you some idea of potentially a way to get in unseen. I know that that's going to be more difficult now, but I've been talking with the other freeholds, and they are willing to offer up some assistance in those areas. Manpower.
A few knights and flowers and the like would be helpful.
We're gonna come together Sunday. We, the kings and the queens of all the courts, have agreed to meet. And we're going to discuss the next steps.
Who's speaking on behalf of the Autumn Court?
For the North Ward, nobody, because the North Ward was attacked, but the Autumn royalty will be deciding that amongst themselves when we meet. They'll decide who they want their speaker to be, who they think is going to best serve the Autumn Court's agenda is not a right word, but who's going to speak more eloquently on their behalf. Interests align with all of the royals.
Not how I'd pick it, but fair enough. Dane has his own mind. He knows exactly who should speak for the Autumn Court, and it ain't him.
Oh.
It ain't him.
All right.
She's not that tall.
Any more? Savannah's just woo. Okay. I cannot see anything anymore.
We just had Az bump
Hold
out.
on to-
So there was.
Yeah, and it messed all my stuff up. So give me a second because I can't see anything.
Yep. Oh, you're muted.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Woo! Technical
just
difficulties.
I was singing the "It's Jenga Time" on stream jingle.
Very nice.
It's
Um,
Jenga time on stream. Do-do-do-do, Jenga time on stream. Do-do-do-do.
I was actually in the
This is
process
where
of
we
asking.
sort out all of our technical difficulties. Jenga time.
If you guys didn't have anything else, did you have anything else for Reed before we move on? Because the Golden Grove is where the newbie is gonna be.
I'm okay.
I swear to God, if all my crap gets fucked up because of the technical difficulties again, I'm gonna be upset. Damn it!
I'm sorry.
It's
My
okay.
internet freaked the fuck out.
Okay. Anything else for Reed? Does anybody have anything else for Reed?
The last thing.
I'm gonna end now really quick.
Okay. The last thing I was going to
Musical
do.
Discord.
Woo! Jake, I was going to give Reed the box of stuff that was acquired
Okay.
from the market that Leyland
She'll
acquired.
take it.
Because I have no idea what's in there, and Sim informs Reed that this was some stuff acquired at the marketplace by Leyland before they left. And supposedly
Okay.
these were items associated with where we're supposed to be heading to fulfill Derek's quest for the fancy stick. We were informed that there's
Yeah.
possibly some helpful stuff in here, but I don't know. So
No, Jenga time.
I swear to God, I can't. Every time, I can't see anything anymore.
yeah, Az had to bump out.
Reed will.
There we go.
Yeah, Reed will take the box. Let me just finish this scene. Just like, please,
Okay,
let me just finish the
We're good.
scene.
you're good.
We're good.
You're good.
Um,
Yeah. There we go. Okay, everybody's working.
So,
At least from my end.
all right. So Reed will take the box and let you know that she'll inventory it. And once she's laid out the inventory and figured out what it all is, what it all does, and how it might be of help to you, she will then give you a call.
Fantastic. And the very last thing that Sim will leave off with is like, hey, thank you again, Reed. You have been a tremendous help with everything. If there is something that you would like, if there is something that you would like me to follow up with personally, let me know. As a way to help.
Of course. Yeah. I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Mhm.
As of right now, Derek got me my books. So I'm doing pretty good. Thank you, Sim.
You're welcome. Okay.
All right.
And that's that.
Everyone pile back into the cars.
Yeah.
All right. Sim, make a drive check.
It's Jenga time on stream. Jenga time on stream.
Oh, man.
I am
that
down
is-
one
it's
glamour, so I
it's
have to.
rough.
So,
This is
You're down to one glamour?
no, I'm down.
Oh, wow.
I'm down a glamour.
But oh, I was like, Sim, what the fuck, man? Eat something. Damn.
This is the part where we sort out our technical difficulties on stream. Cause it's Jenga time on stream.
Yeah, that's how technical difficulties near the end of the stream.
I know. We're getting to the last little bit here of character introduction and doing all of that, and then it's why.
Thankfully,
Why?
Yep. Thanks for sticking with us, whoever is watching and who will watch later.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Not bad.
Soldiering through.
All right, 3. You do
Here.
pretty good. Dane, you see Sim's car take off, and you're pretty sure they're not gonna make it to the Golden Grove. And you're like, that's not a street. That is someone's front yard.
Wow.
Hold on.
Whoa.
What did I miss?
Oh, we're just trying
Sim's
to
driving.
leave.
Oh, Sim driving. That's
It's not quite. It's a joke. It's not that bad.
Okay.
Obviously,
we're
Sim
fine,
is not
everything's
taking
fine.
Taught him
shortcuts
to
through
drive.
people's bag.
Okay, bold of you
Satan?
to assume, Milo, that is not the case.
Like shortcuts.
Who taught me to drive? Your mom.
That's a kid.
No, I'm just kidding.
Your mom.
I don't have
So-
one of those.
Oh, that's
Wow.
That's where the two-way radio comes in.
Hey,
Sim, your
Alright,
mom was
yeah.
so fat she got gravity.
Savannah's just sitting in the back seat, staring at you. Ro is sat in the front. As I have explained, Ro is an old enough looking child that she does not need a car seat and can sit in the front seat of the car. Just, you're not going to get pulled over and get a child neglect charge there. I just want to make that clear.
Shut up, Az.
Um,
Just shut up. Do
I'm
not say a
the
word.
passenger.
said a
I'm the
fucking
pas-
thing. I have said nothing. They're all internal thoughts, so you leave my brain cell alone, okay?
So,
The passenger seat is dry.
Sim,
That's unfortunate that
Derek.
your passenger seat is dry. You should have more fun in your car.
The Ford Focus, you can't have fun in the Ford Focus.
Ooh.
And it's sky blue too. Oof.
It's okay. The Camry's
Yeah.
mint green.
Of course it is.
Oh hey baby.
Okay.
Go away you.
Do we run into LeBlanc? That would be fantastic.
I know Milo ran into fucking Sim. She doesn't even know it yet. She's just like, can I actually tell? Like, this person's gonna have so many questions, and Milo's just gonna be like, don't ask me things. You don't want to know. Guarantee it. Anyways, you get there. First, Sim and Derek, about 5 minutes
Just thinking of that
behind
big
us,
damn
Dane
Cadillac, that's
driving
all.
sensibly.
Yeah, driving sensibly.
Savannah and Ro in his car. Now, obviously, you can see Savannah in your rearview mirror
Okay.
for what she is. Nobody else notices, like, normal people during, but don't notice, like, the antlers that are basically brushing the top of the car there. Great. Roof of the car. Or Savannah. She's very large. But, Sim, Derek, you get out. Golden Grove is a nice freehold. It's kind of almost hotel looking, unlike the South Ward, which is almost just like a large home,
Mhm.
like just a really big accommodating home. This looks kind of almost like a hotel, where there's clearly like the lobby area, and then other like you can see where like rooms would be. It's about 3 stories, and it's definitely a little bit bigger than the South Ward, but you
Okay.
tend to know the reason for that is this is a full freehold with all 4 courts, unlike your own, so they need a lot more space. Manicured lawn, very nice. It's not quite in the suburbs like the other one is. It's still nearby several residences, but it's a little bit more hotel-like, so it's a little bit closer to actual,
Does it
touristy stuff.
Does it make our freehold look kind of ghetto, or is it?
It makes yours look homey. A little more
Gotcha.
homey.
We in the hood, boys.
Not homely, homey. Okay, let's be clear on what I just said. All right,
West side is the
so
best
I'm
side.
gonna go ahead and actually have Avery describe and give their character's name right now.
Yay!
Standing at roughly about like 6'4" and probably only about 135 pounds. Very, very thin and waifish. In their mortal
inside is this orange and red silk interior with these golden, like, oak leaves sewn on the inside. They're wearing a nice pair of slacks, which you can see the braces for suspenders at the top of them, which is underneath the cardigan. They have a really nice pair of like wingtip shoes on, and a scarf wrapped around their neck. However, their Famian is absolutely fucking terrifying. Their fingers are gnarled and twisted. They walk with this huge hunch in their back, like they would be much, much taller if they weren't so crunched up. Their hair in their Famian is this greasy, like salt and pepper black that is pushed behind their ears. And their eyes look like the eyes in a bloated, waterlogged corpse. They've got that sort of gray film over them, and they're a very, very sort of ethereal gray blue. And they have just little indications of facial hair in both hands. And their name is SpindleClutch.
Okay. Nice.
And
I am uncomfortable with the energy we created in the room today.
SpindleClutch, you have gone to the Golden Grove today. You know what happened at the North Ward. You've talked to various people at at this Freehold when you essentially came seeking sanctuary, seeking assistance, whatever it was, informing them that this attack had happened. And it's been like 5 days. You've settled a little bit, but you've been given some keeper roles, kind of the same way you had them at the North Ward, where you don't have the token anymore, as that got abandoned with the Freehold. You have to make do with regular books that don't have endless pages to write down your information in. You've been helping their keeper, and you've been called in to this morning to assist with sorting out some confusion with a couple of the tomes. One of the younger assistants who was hoping not to take the role of keeper at this Freehold put them all out of order, and the other lore keeper does not have time today to find and put them all back exactly where they went. So they've asked you if you would be willing to do it for them. So you are currently in the Freehold.
Yes, I imagine if the others are just rolling up, members of the Autumn Court would recognize the absolutely perfectly refurbished 1938 Schwinn bicycle. It's off-white and red paint. Out in front of the Freehold with a bike lock on it.
It's a damn shame 3LC wasn't here to listen to that. You're muted. Oh no.
Forever muted.
There you
Forever muted? That seems a damn shame. It's fine.
It's a damn shame.
So, I know that that Sim is currently away and not at the here right now. But Derek and Sim, you pull up. You see this
As
bike
soon
in
as the
question.
car stops, Derek is getting out. Too much. It's too green of a day. There's too much yellow going on around Sim. It's just too. It's too much today. Like his collar feels too tight. Like too much.
Does
So he's
it's
booking
rubbing
it.
on that spot on your neck that hurts. And you're welcome I know that Sim is not there with you right now, but you're welcome to go ahead and go in. And we'll just say that Sim is with you,
Yeah.
and we'll
Which-
figure out what 3LC is doing when they get back. But
Yeah, Derek's gonna because it's not Reed's place, he's gonna go up to the door and knock. Because you're supposed to
Right.
knock.
the door is answered by a young, wizened looking girl. Young being a relative term. She's short and her hands are kind of wrinkled, old almost, but her face is super childish almost. It's kind of rounded and her eyes are like enormous to a concerning amount. And hi, can I help you with something?
We're here because we were supposed to come here. Hi, I'm
Okay.
Derek.
Hi, Derek. My name
This
is
is Sim.
Rose. Hi. So, who said you were supposed to come here?
Sim.
Hello. Hi, where are we real quick? Sorry.
You're at the Golden Grove. You're at the Golden
Right,
Grove.
we're at the Golden Grove, but what happened
Freehold.
after?
You've reached it. We just describe your vehicle again.
It is a perfectly refurbished, off-white and red painted Schwinn bicycle.
Okay. Nice.
It's in perfect condition.
Perfect. Okay. Noted.
Yep.
Allie should be jealous, yeah.
So Derek knocked on the door, and this lady has answered. Her name is Rose. She's wizened,
Okay.
and is well. What are you doing? Like what are we doing here?
I was informed that an individual by the name of Leah is here, and I am needing to speak with them regarding some information about the Goblin Market. And
Yeah, Leah's here. Me?
go ahead.
Yeah, I can go find her for you.
Oh, fantastic! Thank you. Yeah.
All right.
Also,
Come on in.
Do we stay here? Oh, okay. All right. And Derek will slowly, like, mosey in.
What's this place look like that we're heading into?
The lobby of a hotel. It's very nice. It's
Gotcha.
it's like this just I hope it's got like nice, it's not like Keith's hotel. It's very upscale looking. It's got expensive looking wood furniture, desks, things. It's got lamps of all different types of like colored shades, and you can tell that some of them are probably magical, potentially, just the way that they almost shift slightly.
Is there a restaurant?
Yeah.
Is there a restaurant located in the lobby?
There is not a restaurant located in the lobby. But you do see doors leading off to probably banquet halls or other locations that you would normally find within a freehold. Again, yours is a little bit smaller, so instead of like a full ass banquet hall, you have like a dining room for usually the hollows are bigger and better. This, obviously this is for show that their freehold is thriving and doing well.
We get it. Good. We're rolling all up in here, all ghetto and shit. Sup?
SpindleClutch. The individual that was just described in that whispery tone is currently behind the desk at a bookshelf, moving books around.
And it looks like a hotel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Derek's gonna walk
reading
up
room.
to the desk because you have to check in.
There is a bell. There is a bell there.
Ding.
You ring the bell.
Yeah.
And just the head turns around 360 degrees.
It's so uncomfy.
Something I can help you with, young master.
Do we need to check in? That's normally how this works, right? We're supposed to check in. So,
Give me a moment to grab a tome.
okay.
And they'll like grab one of the tomes, and like preternaturally quickly crawl across the floor and up to the desk.
It's pretty gross. It's kind of this boneless, like, because they like it's.
Kind of like
You know what they are.
centipede, millipede type movement.
Well, you know what this particular darkling is. You know that their kiss is a tunnel grub.
Okay.
You have seen these before. They really can, beyond what a contortionist can do, bend into tight spaces, like through pipes and impossibly small spaces. So while a little bit alarming, not completely unseen by you guys.
Bend into tight spaces. Cool. So, all right, cool. Good to
Yep.
know. So potentially,
What?
Dr. Cassidy's ass.
All I can think of is the X-Files episode. That's like, what is it called? Squeeze? Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
yeah, that's, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Only words.
What is your name?
Derek.
And are you capable of spelling that?
Yeah.
Would you mind
Mind what?
spelling it for me, please?
D-E-A-R-G.
Very good. Points to the young master.
What kind of points?
Oh, did I forget to tell you there's a prize at the end?
No. There's a
If you
Sim, we get a prize.
If you answer
I like this
all-
Freehold.
If you answer all of the questions to my satisfaction, there is a prize. And you, other young master,
I am Sim.
what
Oh, sorry.
would you care to spell that for me?
S-I-M.
Very well. Pronouns for the both of you, please.
He? I think we're doing good, Sim.
I think so. He, him.
Yeah.
In these, at this point, SpindleClutch is not actually writing. They've just dipped the tip of one of their fingernails in ink and is scrawling on the page.
Dane, you're
Where is
right
Dane?
about
Yeah,
this
I didn't
point.
catch where Dane went
Dane
to.
Dane has now pulled out. He's taken his time and not taking people's backyards as shortcuts, so it takes him like a few more minutes. You show
One
up.
way is a suggestion.
Okay, some of those
You
playsets
recognize
were only
this
partially
bike.
damaged.
That you recognize this bike that's parked outside, Dane.
Is that?
You're an old lore keeper.
Is... Nah, I can't be right.
How many people do you think have that? We don't know. We don't know who made it out.
Fuck it, let's go.
All right. So they get out. Ro goes charging across the way.
What is your business in the Golden Glades?
Bang, 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 bang.
I'll get it.
Calm down, Ro. Calm down.
Ro's just like still punching at the door while you just like back
Yeah.
her up.
Derek,
Or Derek's got it? Okay, go ahead.
Derek opened the door. Hey, Ro!
Hi, Derek.
We're gonna
Hey,
win a
Derek.
prize. And
Hey, you made it.
As
And
soon as SpindleClutch hears Ro's voice,
Oh.
Yeah.
the greeting that they always give Ro, he just kind of creeps up over the counter. Gather your rosebuds while ye may. Hello, my little friend.
You're still
Runs,
giving off those vibes,
charges
Clutchy.
forward.
Clutchy.
Clutch. Gives you a big
Come
ol'
here.
hug.
Pat her head and like pat one of the spiders. Oh, you have new friends beneath that hair. Oh,
It's yin and yang.
twins.
I still don't like spiders, but I
Oh.
like them because they're yours. They make me happy. If they make you happy,
They make me happy.
and I am happy. Would you like a lollipop?
Yes.
And he
I feel like we're
reaches
going
in
to the
jar.
doctor's office.
He
Okay.
reaches in the
Just
jar.
looking up at Savannah like,
Reaches in the jar under the desk and gives her a lollipop. I remember
She
you
takes
like the nondescript blue ones.
Yeah.
Still not sure what that flavor is.
But it does turn your tongue blue.
It does, and that's the fun part. That's why she likes them. So she runs off. Savannah and Dane step in. Savannah's just like, I mean, it's somebody from the Freehold, man. Like,
Yeah.
Yes,
I like Clutchy. I'm just glad he hasn't got an ice cream van.
I do. I thought about getting a motor vehicle, but then I decided against it. You know, the reliability and consistency of gas prices fluctuates, and I like routine. It's easier on a bicycle.
Clutchy, never fucking change. Good to see you.
Hello,
and
young Master Dane. Oh, you look bright-eyed and bushy-tailed as ever. Oh, good to see you. Good to see you.
Oh, you know I hate that saying. Oh, you bastard.
Yes, I am aware of your disdain for it.
Quick question.
Fucking bug.
Quick question for Dane. What does Dane look like again? Sorry. I'm missing. I don't remember if you posted a portrait or not.
I haven't posted a portrait.
Okay.
So, Dane's face is rather hairy. Like,
Got it.
we're not going with this thing. And his bottom jaw juts out, and his like a snout, like his mouth just comes out like a snout with a row of wolf-like teeth
Okay.
and yellow wolf eyes.
Got it.
But other than that, pretty much human. He hasn't got a tail, no claws, no deer legs. It's mostly his face that's fucked up.
Gotcha. Okay.
And Mistress Savannah, it's always a joy to see you. Head and shoulders above the rest.
I mean, I'm tall.
They say that you say that one of the great joys of life is finding it in the little things, but I find joy in the tall things as well.
Well, it is always delightful to see you, and I'm
Glad
honestly
to see
really
you all made it out of the Freehold safely. Good, I was very concerned for the lot of you.
How long have you been here?
Well, almost a week. I've been working from home a bit. Working for my own little slice of paradise, as it were.
At least you're keeping yourself busy.
Idle hands, I find that expression to be utterly futile. I just don't like to be idle. No, I could have just one moment here, my young friends, to finish up with these newcomers. I have to finish out the paperwork because I believe our young master, what was it, Derg, very interested in the prize.
The lollipop. Do we get a lollipop at the end? Is that?
I guess you'll have to find out. I guess we'll have to find out.
Oh, okay.
What is your business in the Golden Glades today?
Seeing
And the
someone.
Savannah. This reminds me of Monty Python, I don't know why.
Who is it exactly that you are seeing today?
Layla? Right?
Leah.
Leah.
Leah. We're seeing Leah about something about the market, but it's not Friday, so we couldn't go to the market, so we had to come here because this is where she is.
Very good. Very good. That was a very thorough description of your business, young Master Derg.
Do we get the lollipop now? Or
Final question.
okay.
Final question.
Brosy bonus round.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
You win the prize.
Okay.
Savannah will just clap.
Eric looks so proud of himself.
SpindleClutch
You
leans
wonder
in.
how they snuck into the fucking Freehold. Carry on.
Very, very close.
The answer is me. I'm always the one who's there. So watch what you say or else I'll hear you. Wherever you are, you can't be far enough for me to not hear you. I will hear everything. There's nowhere you can escape from me.
He flirting with Derek or is he threatening? I'm not too
Okay.
No,
I'm
pretty sure
okay.
he tells everybody that.
And SpindleClutch
sure. Dead
will
ones.
open one of the drawers on the desk. And will pull out a small bag of beef jerky and sit it in front of Derek. And he'll pull out a little tiny, like 1940s all steel die cast matchbox car and sit it in front of Sim.
Do you remember when he did that with us?
All I got was a fucking t-shirt.
There are your prize. You looked like a Led Zeppelin fan. What do you want me to say, young Master Dane?
Thank
I
you.
got a lantern. I got a lantern that goes on my antlers. It's very nice.
Yes, I thought you might need. I've been referring to it as the ant lamp.
It's very useful.
It's very useful indeed. Now that business is out of the way, here, half of the business. Young Mistress Savannah and young Master Dane, what is your precise business today in the Golden Glades?
Savannah?
You recently had a newcomer named Celia. You remember her from Northward. She hung out with the odd ones, Felix, Pippin, Odo.
She
This is
whispers
apparent.
very loudly. She's not very quiet at all.
She really isn't. She apparently fled here after the attack. And it has since been discovered that she may know some things about the attack and what happened and the people that attacked
You
us.
mean to
So,
tell me that she is an accessory to this most uncouth violence?
mm-hmm. So we need to talk to her. And we do believe that she is either being kept in the hollow or somewhere in the hedge. Um,
I am
but
not entirely aware of her status, but I will make the proper inquiries.
thank you.
Very well. Get yourself to some refreshment. I believe it is pasta day. I do like pasta.
I'm going to skip on the pasta after the breakfast. Is the bar open?
The bar is always open. All
Thank
members
fuck for
of the
that.
Autumn Court, young Master Dane. Always open. I will make sure of it.
Never change, Clutchy. Never change.
Does Sim
Through
have
a
anything to say?
mouthful of jerky, Derek's gonna say thank you and toddle off after Dane.
Sim, did you want to say something?
Oh, I just wanted to mention that I forgot back when before we had left with Reed, we handed over the potion that Pippin needed.
Yes, that is part of the reason why you guys went there. Yeah, she would have taken it and gotten it to Pippin.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. And
Yep.
the other thing was I just wanted to check in that we've stated to the wonderful SpindleClutch here that we've stated our business. Do we have place where we can meet with this Leah, or are they going to come see us, or? Oh, I'm sorry.
Leah.
Okay.
I can have Mistress Leah meet you there if you would like.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody else went to go grab Leah, but
Okay.
they can be directed to where you guys are if you were.
I'm super sorry, but I only heard part of what Avery mentioned because it screwed up. Yeah, the Discord screwed up. Sorry. So
It's very much all right.
And SpindleClutch will make their way around and kind of sidle up to Savannah.
Who else survived?
We are the only ones we've seen, but we do know that we know some are still alive, but they're being held somewhere, and it's pretty difficult to get in.
I've been making inquiries. I have reason to believe that Our Lady the Queen is still alive.
We believe that same thing.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, we must get her out. We must save our queen, our illustrious lady. It is unduly for her to be in bonds while our vassals hide in the shadows. It cannot be abided by. I cannot abide by this. No, we must find a way.
We are working on it, and we're forming a plan.
How did you escape? How did you do it? How did the others escape?
Well, Ro, when they attacked our home, in the hollow, Ro, well, is very strong, and she was able to kill them. And I put her on my back and ran as fast as I could and towards the exits, but a portal, a rift in the hedge opened in front of me. Somebody came through, and before it closed, I ducked out of that. Um, I was able to get
Does
out
young
faster.
Master Dane remember how he got out?
One of the exits.
I flushed myself down a toilet.
Ooh.
It was not my most graceful exit, I must admit, but it did work.
Yep. I mean, any port in the storm, man. Like, you made it out, and that's what matters.
Yes, that is what we used to say, isn't it? Any port in a storm, but I'm much too old for that nonsense now, and I would very much like to never have to be flushed down a toilet again.
Hopefully, it won't come to that again. I mean, as long as it's not something that was fun, like a water slide that you're hoping to do again, man. I'm not gonna judge, though.
It was like trying to stuff too much sausage into too small a casing. It was actually very not fun at all. There were pressure issues the entire way. It was horrible.
Breathe, Milo. Breathe. Air into the lungs.
That's really funny. Okay, I'm sorry. That's really funny.
I did meet a wonderful little rat when I emerged in the sewers. He was very helpful, very kind.
Oh.
I've taken to calling him Whisk. I don't know why, it just seemed like a good name. Yes, I haven't seen him in a few days. I'm starting to get worried for the little fellow.
Well, I'm sure he's probably fine.
Probably made the way up north.
Did you? Did you have a second? Did you want to come? Maybe chat with us a little bit more, or?
I would like that very much. I do have a proposition to discuss with you, young autumnlings.
Oh, okay. And Savannah will hold out one very burly arm.
Oh, I'm very sure you don't want that. It's all right, my dear. I can crawl. It will be all right.
Okay, as long as you're okay with that, and she'll make her way towards the bar where Derek, Dane, and Sim currently are. Your little Matchbox car.
I do actually have one.
You guys just stopped. Rose trailing after you with her candy. Her face is sticky. It's pretty amazing.
Blue.
It's real sticky now.
She got Kool-Aid mouth.
She got Kool-Aid mouth. Blue Kool-Aid mouth.
There you go.
It tastes like blue.
And it's a Buffy
Blue's a good color.
You got fruit punch mouth.
You got fruit punch mouth.
All right.
Okay. So,
you all gather?
So is Sim breaking off and going to speak with Leah separately?
No,
or...
Leah that's what I walked into. Leah is going to be led to the bar, I do believe, is where you and Derek now are. Yeah,
gotcha. So
we're the bar. And then
okay.
And then Savannah, Dane, Rowan, possibly SpindleClutch are going to go talk to Celia later.
Got it.
So you guys are just kind of congregating in the bar for right now.
The bar.
To have a conversation if you want before you go your separate ways, because Leo will be there momentarily and SpindleClutch has a proposition. So
yes. Well, now that all of my wonderful little autumnlings are all gathered here in the same place, I'm supposed to say I'm so overjoyed to see you beautiful young people. Oh, it's a delight. Really, really a delight. endeavor. You young people, it's been far too long since I've gotten off of these old bones to do anything worth mentioning outside of the tomes of our history.
Sure, you'll be alright with that.
I'm not quite useless yet, young Master Dane. However much I endeavor to be useless on a regular basis.
All right. And what would you endeavor to do?
We are going to save our queen. We are going to rebuild a freehold. And we, once again, shall stand sovereign over our own court. We will not be subjugated or relegated by the kings of winter and summer, although they do have my utmost respect as rulers and monarchs among the gods. We shall no longer abide by their judgments and their movements when they have not even sought to lift the slightest finger. Our Lady of Autumn fell into the clutches of the enemy. They will not have it. We will be free of all of their influence, and should they seek to endeavor otherwise, we will not make war, we will make friends. However, that is a conversation for another day. Till then, is my pledge to you young people. There will be no secrets held from you any longer. There are so few of us now. I cannot afford to keep any secrets from those who would endeavor to do the right thing. I will let you know everything I know. I will equip you with all the knowledge I have to give. And we will restore our freehold. We will restore our queen's sovereignty and freedom from these fetchling children of malice and war. And we will stand tall as we always should, on our own, with our Lady of Spring at our side, offering us life when we take, and we offering rest when she needs. This is my pledge to you, my young people.
Do you have a question, Derek?
That's an awful lot of words for.
Derek's gonna lean into Sim and be like, "Did we
Hey,
switch
hey,
the court,
man.
Sim?
No.
All bases covered.
No.
We got called autumn lanes. I'm
no,
confused.
not to the two of you.
I'm-
I don't. No, you're
I'm
here,
confused.
and so you're getting to hear the conversation, but you're not directly involved. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
I tell you what,
All right.
I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be back in a second. With that,
Fair.
All right.
Dean will get up and go get a drink, cause I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah, I'm about to wrap up.
Gotcha.
So, essentially, with Savannah and Dane mulling over that, absolutely, I gotta tell you, that's how pledges are supposed to be made, where you just all the words, so there's no confusion.
many.
It's just
So many
all of
words.
them,
They all
Oh,
meant
so many
something,
words,
too.
and they all it was. That is what they're like when you are an expert at pledge crafting. That's what that looks like. Well, they mull over that.
Okay.
You guys, as Sim and Derek, or Sim is explaining to Derek, no, we're not Autumn Court.
We're not.
We
we're
are just,
not switching courts.
We're privy to the conversation because we
our-
walked over here. Like that's
We
not
have
for
our
us.
home court advantage. It's all good.
Okay.
You do
All right.
see Leah enter the dining room, or the bar. She is, as you remember her from my brain, as you remember her, she's got that amethyst kind of tone to her. She's, average height, but very noticeable when she walks into a room. She almost reflects light like a fauceted gemstone. So she kind of like when she enters.
will not be having any
Hello
flames
again.
dance off the amethyst. So there we go.
I heard that you needed to speak to me, and that is what we'll end tonight.
Awesome.
We did it!
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you. Thank you for watching
Thank you
us.
so much. I can stop whispering now. Thank you.
We came for the Changeling, we stepped the ASMR.
Oh man. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Have a good morning, afternoon, night, whatever time it is when you finally watch this. If you are not watching it currently, if you're currently watching it, thank you so much for sticking with us.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Take care. Brush your hair.
They can't appreciate.
Drink water, you thirsty bitches. I say
Plenty
with
of
love
this.
and
Yep.
hearts.
Yeah.
Everything can dance.
Yeah.
And, welcome to the collective.
Welcome to
Welcome
the
to the-
collective.
Welcome to the collective.
There's the
Ooh.
tag.